everybody. Welcome back for another episode 18 of season 3. How's everybody doing today?
Pretty good. Feeling like a gold medalist.
He's a gold medalist.
All I see is gold.
We're going up, up, up. This is a moment. You're together, we're glowing. Gonna be golden.
Which is what USA hockey is, both the men and the women. It is a wonderful day.
We run the hockey world.
We do.
We run
Sorry,
it.
Ryan.
We do.
Sorry. It runs through us. The greatest country in the world.
Sorry, not sorry.
Da 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 da.
Okay.
Let's get going here.
Thank you.
Why?
Yes.
Ryan, come on.
Ryan,
What's going
why you
on?
so
I'm
quick?
freaking starving.
Okay.
We've been here a
I
while.
was starving for a gold medal.
Yeah,
They
USA
fed
was
me
starving for 35 years and 45 years.
46.
Yeah, and they got their
tomato,
food.
tomato, and we get our food. So
I'm
we're
glad they got their food.
So
All
we're
right, all right.
grubbing.
That's
We'll
good.
get into all this Olympic talk.
Brady actually was
In-
eating it. He thought it was a chocolate bar.
No,
Wrapped
that
in
doesn't-
tinfoil. I don't know what he was thinking. What an idiot.
We'll get
Whoa,
all.
Brady Kachuk cannot.
Okay.
Jack
Rain
Hughes
it-
cannot
rain it-
eat
USA,
rain it in,
USA,
rain it in.
USA, 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 USA.
Okay, rain it in. Thank you. I appreciate the
Holy
USA
cow.
chance, but we need to get into the actual conversation. But before we,
3-on-3.
JK, please.
3-on-3.
Can I
Scoring an empty net.
can I
cry
intro
Look at
this
it.
Score on a
podcast,
5-on-3.
please? Jake. Shh, I'm just as happy as you, but
Okay, buddy.
we'll be happy in like 30 seconds.
I
So
missed you.
hold it in for a moment. Before we get
It's
into
annoying
it,
already.
make sure you're subscribed to Have a Shift Day on YouTube and Spotify, and make sure you're following us on Instagram, X, and TikTok so you never miss any of our posts, updates, whatnot. We had Michelle Crechiolo join us, Penguins team reporter, for an awesome interview. We will have that later in the show, but first, of course, we have to talk about the Olympics. Now you can talk, Jake.
I mean, kind of gave it all away, but I mean, what a game.
That was elite.
What a game. Like, those were the two best teams in the tournament. We knew that.
That's what everybody wanted
And
to
then
see.
both teams had to battle through some adversity there. Both had to win in overtime on 3-on-3 to get to that point. And just what a battle it was for the United States in that game. It could have got ugly for them if it wasn't for Hellebuck, but
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's one game. Anything can
Yeah.
happen in one game, and
That's what happened.
you got goalie.
Yeah.
It
You
happens.
got hell lead.
I mean,
And Hellebuck, I mean, I feel like he hasn't been the best this year.
No.
But when it comes down to, this is it, and when we needed him, he
Yeah.
delivered.
Yeah, absolute legacy game, silencing all the haters, saying he doesn't show up in big moments,
Matthews.
including maybe me. We'll get
Anyone?
to apologies in a
think
moment. I would like to break this game down first.
All right.
All right, let's break this game down. Starting with the first period, it was a back and forth period. USA took a while to get their first official shot. They came out of the gate strong, but then when they did get their first official shot, Matt Boldy with absolutely nasty move made it count. Put the US
What a
up by
goal.
one.
I
It was
mean,
beautiful.
That's Guerin's guy, right? Minnesota.
It is.
That's his guy, and he delivered in the biggest game of his life. What a goal. I mean, he split two defenders.
The
and,
two
and,
probably
and two defenders in Taze and McCarr.
yeah.
Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
That's a little.
Like, he had no business even getting a shot on net, and let alone to score that. It's just an impressive goal, and that set the tone for
Yeah.
the game. Where the United States, I think they knew heading into that game, Hellebuck was going to have to be great, but they were going to have to capitalize on any opportunity they were going to get because they weren't going to get as much as Canada, and they delivered right away. And I think getting that first goal was crucial for them
Yeah.
to jump and get that lead and get the confidence going for the game.
Ryan, you good?
Sorry, I
Yeah,
had to stretch my back.
You didn't
But no,
look
that was a
very
great goal.
thrilled. We know you're not thrilled about
I
the
wasn't
outcome.
thrilled, but that's
Oh.
okay.
So
I don't get why you're so mad.
I'm not mad. I just was not happy with the win. With that win. I
What's there
wanted
not to be
Canada to win.
But Sid wasn't even playing.
I wanted Canada to win, and I have reasons, but I don't really want to bring those reasons out on a podcast. So.
Okay. Well, that was really the story of the first period. Obviously not a lot of scoring happened in this game, but for the last 40 minutes of this game, it was all Canada, and the U.S. was making me really, really, really mad because they just kept dumping and chasing the puck. I'm like,
That's what happens when you have a shorter neutral zone, though.
I know.
Yeah.
And Austin Matthews could have shot the puck a couple of times.
Hey, he led this team to a gold medal.
I said apologies will be done later,
A lot of good looks for both
but I
of those
just had
teams.
to point it out right now. Well, in the middle of this breakdown.
Yeah, Matthews.
You'll get the apology
McKinnon,
soon, Maddie.
McCarr finally capitalized on that second one, but I
Mm-hmm.
think they each had at least 3 opportunities each where they're sitting right in the center of the house and they're not shooting. They're looking for that perfect pass opportunity, and none of them did that. So, I mean, for both teams, they were just all afraid to shoot the puck, I will say. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. In a game like this where it's literally whoever makes the first mistake ends up losing, if that makes sense.
Well, I feel like
Nobody wants to
it
make
wasn't
that
like a
one
big
mistake.
mistake. It was just, great hockey players making great plays.
Yeah. And, I will say on that play, McCarr was left pretty wide open, so could have defended a little better there, but also,
I mean, you can't play a
it-
perfect game against
no,
those
you
guys.
cannot. You cannot play a perfect game.
But
And
the
that
thing
was
that-
not a perfect
Yeah.
game.
But the thing that sucks is in a game like that, like what you said, Jake. Once you make those mistakes, in a game with that
You gotta
many
capitalize.
high caliber players,
Yeah.
that's
And
what
the same with
happens.
Canada. They knew Hellbeck is a great goalie, and they knew it was going to be tough to score on him, and they had plenty of chances, and they could not capitalize on them, and it ended up costing them the game.
Yeah.
Open
Yeah.
net, 5-on-3. I mean,
Yeah,
you gotta find a way to
I mean, how
score
about
on those.
this U.S. penalty kill? 100% through the whole tournament. That includes a Canada 5-on-3. Crazy.
How
Yeah.
you managed to kill off a Canada 5-on-3, I still don't understand.
Again,
But they
apologies
did
are
it.
coming later. So,
I mean, you saw how good that power play was, even on 5-on-4, the whole tournament. Just how lethal it is, and the fact that they were able to kill it off, I think, just speaks to how wrong we were about this team at the beginning.
yeah.
I know you said apologies are coming, but I feel like we're getting closer and closer to apologies.
We
'cause
are.
There's a long list.
What was I going to say? Oh, one of the keys to the game, if not the key to the game for the United States, was stay out of the box. And they didn't, but didn't
Hey,
matter. Didn't
Won the
matter.
game.
Speaking of penalties, crucial plays towards the end of the game. Jack Hughes draws a high sticking penalty. U.S. gets a 4-minute power play. And they're like, oh my gosh, maybe we could do it. Hardly setting anything up. And then Jack Hughes takes a high stick himself. And we're like, oh, shoot. It's over. We're screwed.
I didn't think it was over.
I did.
I was
for-
unfazed.
I'm glad somebody was. I was phased for 3 hours straight. It was. I woke up like a half hour before I had set my alarm. I was already like, oh, goodness. It was a stressful morning. Gotta acknowledge though, and we've talked about Hellebuck, how amazing he played, but that third period was probably one of the most legacy periods of his
Yeah.
career.
I think the most legacy period of
The
his career.
unreal save on Devon Taves.
Oh my god.
Nathan McKinnon missing a wide open net. Ryan, take us through some of your thoughts, because you're really deep in thought there,
Yeah.
our Canadian fan.
They just
friend.
can't miss the wide open net. But I think, I don't know. It was, you definitely can't miss a wide open net. You got to shoot more. And, that happens, though. You know what I mean? It's like the hockey gods were not in the favor. You have to think about it. And that's what McKinnon said at the end of the game, too. He's like, it just wasn't meant to be. And he acknowledged that, which I think is true. I think it's like, you have a team who, I mean, in my opinion, I think we can all agree with this. Canada completely dominated for 80% of that game.
Yeah.
Looking at it, and any other time, I mean, watching that game, even me going, hey, Canada's going to win this, like they're gonna win this game. I don't think the U.S. really had it, like, especially in that third period too. And I figured that one of them was just bound to go in. But then after the missed net, wide open net, I was like, okay, you can't really miss that opportunity. And then after the stick save by Hellebuck, where with Taze right in front, I was on the phone with my I was texting my dad, and I remember just saying, like, hey, I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, I don't think they're gonna win this. And and he goes, yeah, it doesn't seem like it's meant to be. Like, I think the U.S. And I was at the point, I said, I have a feeling it's going to be some weird bounce, and in overtime, I think, because 3-on-3 overtime at the end of the day, it's their decision to make it 3-on-3, and you take away the 5-on-5 aspect, and you take it to 3-on-3, where it doesn't matter how the entire 60 minutes went. It's going to be a completely different game.
I mean, they're complaining about the 3-on-3 while they had McDavid, McKinnon, and McCarr.
Yeah, and
like,
also
come on.
both teams.
No, that's not what I'm just saying. Like,
he's not complaining. He's acknowledging.
I'm just acknowledging it.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. I don't.
Noble.
Same thing past few days. People are saying that I'm complaining about it, and I'm totally not. It's irritating.
That didn't sound like a complaint to me.
It's
I'm just saying that's what you got to deal with. And and he said anything's going to happen. Do I agree that a gold medal game, and I said this last week too, do I agree it should be on a 3-on-3?
No.
Win or lose?
No.
No, I think it's silly.
I think a lot of people in
am
the
I
hockey
complaining
world
about
are in
the
agreement with
outcome?
that.
No way. You have the best players in the
You
world,
knew going
and you
in
lose.
that
Yeah.
it was going to be 3-on-3.
Right. Do I agree that it should have been 5-on-5? I
Like,
think it should have been 5-on-5.
Would you have made it 5-on-5? Yes.
Yeah, but
I
dude,
think
I'm
anyone would.
not saying after they lose, oh, why would they do that just because they lost? No, it's the best players in the world. You're gonna lose. You lose that game. That's on you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna look at that. And I was like, I think it's gonna be a weird bounce. I was texting my dad. I said, I think it's gonna be a weird bounce. And there it is, right along the blue line. They get a weird chip at the puck, get sat up, and then you have Werenski, you have Hughes, and then someone else on the U.S. It turned up to be a 3-on-1, Larkin.
Yeah.
And Werenski ended up doing a weird stick lift. Or Larkin did the stick lift, sent it to Werenski, picked it up and sent it over to Hughes. And what a weird shot.
Yeah, it was just like it was almost like the shot Ethan did on you the
5-hole.
other night.
I didn't even see it
Oh,
go in.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think I just completely
I don't
lost
think
the
anyone
puck.
saw
I don't
it
think
going.
Bennington played that well.
He lifted his left pad.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
why he did
completely
that.
lost the puck in that moment.
Well, I think
And I
Hughes
think my
whiffed
dad
on it.
reacted.
I think he did too, actually.
I think Hughes whiffed on the
did?
shot
Yeah.
because it came off his stick and then flubbed and then went low. I think he meant to go
Yeah.
high on him.
Because
Oh, well,
the
worked
thing about
out.
Bennington though, like, he played unreal against, was it Czechia?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, in that overtime, he made some
Oh.
big time
Mhm.
saves.
I mean, we have to acknowledge the big time save he made before the goal actually
Yeah.
got scored on Quinn Hughes.
Oh, that one timer.
my gosh.
The
Yeah.
glove save. I was like,
Yes.
when that happened, I'm
I
like,
was like, no.
there's no way we're scoring. There's no way that this is going to happen.
Can I say something, though, that I haven't said yet to anyone?
Go ahead.
Do you think it makes a difference? And I know the obvious answer is yes, but I'm talking more like a leadership thing.
I
Does it
know.
make a difference that Crosby wasn't playing compared to McDavid winning the seat?
I heard this question.
Maybe. This
I-
is a
Because I
Yeah.
think if Sid was playing and captaining that team, Canada would have won.
this is definitely a talking point I've heard. And I don't want to say like it's Sid's fault that Canada lost. Like
No, because obviously
he
didn't
made
mean to
the
get hurt.
leadership decision actually to
And I
take
think it was
himself
a-
out of the lineup
And I
because he
think that
felt
was a smart decision.
yeah, he
on
felt
his
that
part.
like
Yeah.
if I play, I'm not going to help this team. I may go out
and
for
that's
one
what
shift
Sid does.
and like it's better for me to not play at all than like take up that 13th forward spot
Yeah.
on the bench for the
like
entire game.
me and Ryan talked about this last week whenever we got injured.
Now,
Yeah.
like maybe from a leadership perspective, you
Like,
could
I mean,
argue that. I mean,
just
I
his
don't really,
presence.
I
I
don't
mean-
really know what my thoughts are on that. I would like to hear yours, Mr. Canada root
I think-
cheerleader.
I think that
I don't know what we're calling
you have
him.
44 best players in the world, and it's two best teams in the
World.
world. You have the best NHL players, like all in one sheet of ice.
Mhm.
And I think that you can't say it would have helped them, but you also say you can't say it would have went against them. Now, I think what Sid did was a good move because obviously he knows better than anyone else how
Yes,
he
of
feels,
course.
and he knows how he's going to be able to play. So with him taking it out, I think Canada had a good opportunity, even with him out of the lineup. But you also have to think of history too. Oh, Sid in those big games, he's bound to do something. But with that injury, would it have happened? It's more of like a what if situation that really is you got to look at and go, is this even relevant, to the point where, like, Sid in the locker room, though, like, who knows what he would have said. And I know he was in the locker room during the second intermission going into the third. So he did say he had a few words for Team Canada. So I think the words were there, and but you got to think as well, like, his presence, like, what would have that changed for a Canadian locker room? And I think it would have done a lot, to the point where, maybe they would have went out on the other side and won that game. But I don't think it had affected it to an insane amount. It's not like Team Canada, right? It's it's not like U.S. both Tkachuk brothers were out. You know what I mean? And they end up losing. I think that's a different story.
Yeah.
I think the Tkachuk brothers, okay, you would need them on that team, right? But Crosby's such a different guy, and he's such a different player, to the point where you're not saying he's bad, right? I'm not saying, like, it didn't matter if he was there or not. I just think due to the injury and due to things, it affects it in ways, and it doesn't.
I meant more so of, like, the leader, like, his voice on the bench, like, during that third period. Like, for example, when McKinnon missed the wide open net, right?
Yeah.
Like, we've seen, like, my mind goes back to, like, whenever
Give him a tap.
it was a play on, like, during the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah,
I don't know if
remember
you've
that.
seen that clip.
It was
Yeah.
Kessel and Malkin.
And you know what clip I'm talking about, which Sid was like,
Yeah.
hey, boys, it's all right, he'll get it back.
He says he'll
Like-
give him back. Go give him a tap. Just keep playing. You'll
Yes,
get one.
Yes. So my question is more of, like, when McKinnon misses that wide open net, right?
Yeah.
Hearing McDavid say something to him compared to, like, what Sid would have
I
said
mean, maybe
to
he
him
did,
on the
maybe he
bench.
didn't. We don't really know.
But, like, I'm saying the difference. Do you
Yeah.
think there's a big difference between McDavid saying that?
That's a good
compared to
point.
when Sid
Because
is
I
saying
do
that?
believe
Like,
that
or
would have
when
been
Taves
That's a
made
good
the
point.
save.
that
Like,
would have been
something
a
like
huge.
that.
That would have been a big. I think that would have been a difference. Especially because a guy like McDavid, who really focuses on his play as well. I do believe McDavid was he's been through so much trauma in the last few years that I do believe that he, instead of being the leader out there, now I don't know. I mean, I don't know what he was saying on the bench. I know
Yeah.
John Cooper was very verbal, and I know that things were going on, but putting myself in McDavid's shoes and going, holy crap, he's lost back-to-back Stanley Cup finals, and now he's sitting there a chance to win a gold medal, and, you do not have Captain Canada out there, and he knows that he's wearing the C, and he knows all, like this is tough.
Yeah.
I feel like he's the type of guy, and you saw it. He was pretty, not in a bad way, he was pretty selfish at some points, going, all right, I need to do this, because you saw him dice between a few guys and try and take a shot instead of pass towards the second and third period mark, because he felt like he had to do it. So I believe he's the type on the guy to bench to not really say anything and to just play his game, let his game show, right? So I definitely think that Sid on the bench definitely would have made an impact, to the point where I don't know how much McDavid said. I'd like to, obviously they're not going to mic him up, and he wouldn't let them mic him up. But, I don't know.
Yeah, that was...
McDavid did score the winner in the Four Nations. Like,
Okay, yeah. You just want a
I think,
cookie?
but
Like,
for McDavid though, like, if I'm Canada, I don't mind him trying to split two D-men.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying
more
I
like
think
the
he's focusing on
vocalness.
his game, and he's not going to be the guy who talks on the bench like you need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You need a captain to be able to talk on the bench.
Because I feel like
Yeah.
in, like, an Olympic game like that, especially, like, well, in an international game, especially a finals of the Olympics, the biggest international, like,
Yeah.
tournament
Stage.
in hockey, period, in the sport, you need someone like that who's going to be vocal when you make a mistake and, like calm you down, remind you, like, hey, you'll get one back. I feel like, if Sid was the leader there, I feel like Sid would have helped him. Because I feel like, I don't know if you got this watching it, but, like, kind of watching toward the end there, like, after McKinnon missed that, he just almost didn't seem like the same player.
He's
and I think the
also
morale just completely changed.
Yeah.
McKinnon also is a very intense guy. He's
Oh,
very.
yeah, we know.
I don't want to say that he's hard on himself, because I don't know if he is, but, like, I think, like, what I've just based on, like, listening to other commentary on it, I think what was missing from the Avs for the past couple of years is not having Landeskog's voice in there, and
Yeah.
McKinnon just being all, like,
'Cause I think Landis-
super tough, super intense, like, just
'Cause I think
don't
Landeskog helps mellow him out.
yeah,
And
which
I think
is-
that's what Sid would have done too.
yeah.
But
And
not having Sid there,
that probably wasn't.
yeah.
He needed that voice to be like, hey, it's
I think C would have been like,
Calm down,
hey, like,
buddy.
it's okay.
I mean, you saw him after he got his stuffy. Like,
Oh my gosh,
I would-
Stuffy's
that stuffy's
his
head
head-
did not make it to the locker room.
no,
I'm
his
telling
head's
you.
cut
Poor,
off and he's
poor
in the
Tina
trash
lost
can.
her head.
Yeah, I don't know. That's probably the biggest worry of the entire Olympics. Is that Stuffy okay?
No, it's not. I know for a fact it's not.
I think Nathan McKinnon killed his stuffy. Tom Wilson probably killed his stuffy.
and just to let you know, he decapitated it with its skate by like.
He probably didn't even need a skate. He probably just went like this.
I honestly
Probably
could
gave
have
it to
seen
his
him
dog.
doing like that and then throwing it down and like stomping on it with its
Maybe
skate.
that's what you would do, Nikki.
Nah, I'm not. I would have been like, cool, whatever. I just don't.
See, I would have liked the Stuffy.
See, yeah, like it's a nice. I wouldn't.
Been a pretty cool.
Maybe not
'Cause,
after
like,
you just
I mean,
lost in
still a big
overtime, though.
accomplishment.
But like you get
No,
a
yeah.
medal
I mean, you
still.
get a silver medal.
Yeah.
You still get a silver medal, which like many people can't say that, and you get a
Yeah.
little stuffy, and everyone gets a stuffy.
Yeah, something to
I
look
think
back
the
on.
thing with McDavid though, like he hasn't been able to win, the big game, the Stanley Cup, the
Yeah.
gold medal.
It's riding on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Is that a different conversation for now? I know skill wise, right? But I know talking about the mind.
If you
Is
can't
that
win,
let's say no? Here's the thing. Let's say he doesn't have the pressure of wearing the C on him. Do you think he wins something more?
well, I mean, I saw a post that was, I'm not saying that this is like fully true with your question, your statement. It was a picture of him losing in both cup finals and him losing at the Olympics, and they circled the C. And it's like, oh, C, he lost. And then a picture from Four Nations, and they circled on his chest an
The
A,
A.
not a C.
I think we're over.
I'm not saying that
I'm
like
not saying it's
I'm not
exactly
saying like,
what it
oh,
is. I'm just
McDavid as
saying,
captain
hey,
is the
like,
problem. I'm just saying
McDavid's a
like I
good
did see a
leader.
post that did that, but
I'm just saying. Do you think he'd be a little more calm? I'm not saying he's not a good leader. I just
think
think.
he'd
Do
have
you
a-
think he'd be
I
more
I
calm
think he'd
playing?
be able to focus more on his
Right.
game.
Yeah, that's what I think.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
I
with
don't
you,
know.
I
actually.
don't think so.
I don't know.
No, I'm
He's
with
a
you.
captain of the
I think
Oilers.
so.
He knows how to lead.
Okay, and what did he do? He lost 2 Stanley Cup Finals.
It's still very hard to get to that point.
It's hard to get there 2 years in
Yeah.
a row.
I just think he would be a little more calm,
I agree.
and he's definitely a calm player
I think he'd
who
be
needs to
even-
be in his own. Like he's in his head a lot,
Yeah,
and he
I-
has been all the way since Erie. I mean, he's been in his head his whole life, and I think
he'd be even better than he already is if he was wearing an A,
so.
or not even.
Right, so you want McDavid to not be the captain of the Oilers.
Honestly,
That's a
Yeah.
really
That's not-
interesting.
I want
That's
Ryan
not
Nugent
a-
Hopkins as that leader.
That's a
Ooh.
I think Nugent Hopkins is more of a leader than McDavid.
that's a bad take.
I
I
don't
think
care if that's a bad take. I said it.
no. I think we talked about it before too. I'd rather have. I think we talked about it with Matthews too. But I would rather have someone who has more voice and skill be a
Tavares?
captain. Yeah.
I mean, you don't know how much voice he has. You're not in the locker room.
well, I'm just
You can
saying,
just
like,
judge it from his
Yeah,
interviews.
you can't judge
his-
it by his interviews.
Yeah, I can.
No.
Okay,
You're not in the room.
I will be.
Not right now.
All right.
Okay.
Well, let's get back to the golden side of this conversation.
So anyway, U.S. won gold.
I would like to toot my own horn here for a moment because
Okay.
before the men's tournament started, I asked you guys who needs to have a big tournament for both Canada and the U.S. Of course, I answered the question too. For the U.S., I said Jack Hughes. Golden goal!
He delivered.
He did. He very much did.
The
That
Hughes,
speech,
the Hughes family
The Hughes family has a run that needs to be studied.
Generational.
Yeah.
wins overtime.
I think
winner.
Brock Nelson's bloodline also needs to be studied.
Yeah, gold medal. All he
Yeah, all
knows
they,
gold.
all they know is gold. That's crazy.
So,
And Jack's going home to Tate McRae. Dog, you cannot
so
be
I
having
think
a
what
better
also we
week
learned
than
from
that.
this Brock Nelson thing, Nick, I know you were bashing Brock Nelson, so
Yeah.
we can start heading into apologies now.
I mean, I'm still not apologizing to him though, because he did nothing
you
besides
he
the first game.
apologized to his bloodline at least.
Okay, I'm sorry to your bloodline. I guess bringing him on the team meant we were gonna win gold, so I'm sorry to Bill Guerin for that.
Hopefully Brock Nelson's
Who's
son
next?
in 20 years will be on the Olympic
Just
team.
who am I apologizing to
Okay,
next?
well, I got to do some apologies too.
Alright.
I think, we had lots of conversation about this roster beforehand. We were like, why is Vincent Trocheck going? Why is JT Miller going? I think I more so was bashing the JT Miller pick than maybe you, Nick, because right before I was like, oh, I'm fine with Brock Nelson. I want JT Miller scratched. And you were like, no, other way around. So those two specifically from the Rangers, we need to apologize because our penalty kill would not be where it ended up without them.
I mean, that team was built to beat Canada.
Yeah, and we
That team
hated
was
the idea
constructed
of
to beat Canada.
how
Not bringing your best players, but bringing the right players.
we
Yeah.
brought the right players, and we were like, "Where's
I'm sorry, Bill Guerin.
Robertson? Where's
He knows what he's doing.
Caulfield?"
I
Bill
should have never
Guerin-
underestimated him.
He knows
after
what
I
he's
met him.
doing.
Yeah, okay, it's my turn. Bill Guerin, I'm so sorry.
Whoa.
Okay, you said I'm sorry already.
You want to fight?
No, you
Peyton?
said you said I'm sorry to Bill Guerin already, so I thought it was my turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Bill Guerin, I am sorry for criticizing your roster construction. And to Vincent Trocheck and JT Miller, I'm sorry for doubting the two of you. Especially you, JT Miller.
Sound kind of getting emotional over there.
No, I'm just laughing through it, honestly.
I have no apologies.
Well, I said I would owe apologies, especially to
Oh, can you owe
Maddie.
apology to? Did you already apply?
No.
Or apologize
Maddie.
about Matthews?
Maddie, we would like to apologize.
Let's go back to a bum lease team. Let's be real.
I'm sorry.
We're sorry about what we said about Matthews.
my apologies. Austin Matthews had an assist on Matt Boldy's goal, so he did contribute
And his
offensively.
defensive play during
His
the
defensive
entire
play was
game
crazy, and
insane.
in the words of Quinn Hughes,
My captain.
what? He did score a lot through this tournament. He
He scored like 2 goals.
I think
3
he's.
did.
goals.
Okay,
I think he's
overall,
gonna.
I'm talking
ti-
about
I think he tired
points,
himself
like
out too much. I
Oh,
think the
yeah.
Leafs are not making the
Goals.
playoffs this
Oh,
year.
no.
no.
They weren't gonna make it.
But as the
Before-
Hughes brothers had so greatly brought up, Austin Matthews is a winner now. The man has he
Took a
won a
while.
gold medal. He led US to a gold medal. Maddie, Austin Matthews, our apologies. We're happy with the outcome though. We wanted to be able to apologize though. We're glad to apologize. If it means a gold medal, we'll apologize. What?
Nothing.
Okay. Talk later.
Pucks in the.
Any before we I know we gotta wrap up soon. Any other thoughts on this game? I wanted to give a couple thoughts on the women's real quick.
Jack Hughes' speech got me fired up.
I was just saying. I
oh
think
my gosh,
That
yes.
was the best speech ever.
I understand, like, Gary Bettman's a little, like, he doesn't want the players to get injured as much before the, like, in the middle of the season. But I think at least, like, every 2 years, like, you got to do a Four Nations face-off.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think
if
we're
that
getting the
doesn't
World
mean-
Cup of Hockey back in 2 years. So
Yes,
Like-
we are.
Do, the Winter Olympics every 4, and then every 2, like, on that kind of opposite year. If you want to do an all-star game or something, go ahead. But every the 2 years, do Four Nations. Like, don't leave it.
Or like a World Cup of Hockey.
Yay,
Yeah.
we're gonna have an All-Star game
Don't-
next year.
don't leave it.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
wow.
It's just
Mickey
a show.
Mouse.
It's
Mickey
just a
Mouse.
show, man. That's all it is.
Circus. Clown show.
But as long as there's something with nations every 2 years, that will be okay.
Yeah, we don't want to make this an annual thing. We don't want to
Yeah, because then we get bored of it.
yeah, we'll get bored. Make it. This is why it was so exciting last year, because we hadn't had it in so long. It was special. It brought the hype for something that we didn't have this year with the Olympics, and now we're gonna have to wait a couple years again. And when it comes back around with the World Cup, it's gonna be exciting, and probably see players on these teams that we didn't see at the Olympics or even Four Nations. Like
We're ordering food, by the way. We're hungry.
Connor Bedard probably will be on Canada next time. Maybe Cole Caulfield and Jason Robertson actually will get on Team USA. This international best on best is it's amazing. I don't know what's happening with them, but I want to talk about the women's team real quick before
Oh,
we do
yeah.
a quick pucks
Go
and
ahead
deep.
real quick.
Ryan and I can talk about that since we both
Sure.
paid more attention than.
I was watching that finish.
Glad you were.
Yikes.
I don't want to know.
Yikes.
U.S. women's team also won in overtime. Shout
Yeah.
out Megan Keller with her golden goal.
Well,
An
let's-
absolutely nasty golden goal.
Let's shout out the tip from
Oh,
Miss Hillary
yes.
Knight.
Yes, Hillary Knight setting the record for most goals and points.
Without that, that's going right into the pad, and you guys are losing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
without that tip, that's going right into the pad. It's going into the corner. Canada's going to clear.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's, you know what I mean? Like, that is insane. Talk about clutch moment. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
An absolutely perfect ending to her Olympic career. She announced before these games months ago that this Olympics would be her last. And also it was so poetic that Layla Edwards, someone that Hillary Knight inspired as a child, when she was a child, is the one who shoots the puck to Hillary for the tip in. It was like, I don't want to say it was like a passing of the torch.
It's poetic.
But like, yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, it's fun.
And then Aaron Frankel, just the goalies overall for Team USA.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievable. I reposted it. Somebody changed Aaron Frankel's bio on Wikipedia to say that she was the Secretary of Defense.
There you go.
They did that to Connor Hellebuck too. And it's true. They both were.
Yeah, Taylor getting the apple.
Yes.
The golden goal too.
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it was a really strong effort by Canada. Tight in the first period. Definitely looked completely different than that 5-0 prelim game.
Yeah. It's like the Finns. It's like the Finns in the bronze medal game. You know what I mean? You got dummied in the first game by Slovakia, and then you beat them in the bronze medal game 5-1, 4-1. Pretty crazy.
Remember.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy that U.S. swept hockey.
We double dipped.
Yeah.
Do we know like a final medal count of like countries?
Norway had 40, I think, but
Yikes.
U.S. was second. U.S. got the most gold in like U.S. history. It was the most gold medals they ever won at a single. I can't remember if it's just a single Olympics or single Winter Olympics.
How long?
Might have been winter. I think I saw it was
Are they
winter.
over?
What? Yeah, they're over.
Yeah, yesterday
that
was the last day.
That game concluded it.
That was it.
Wow.
Paralympics
Yeah, we're
start
done.
next week.
And NHL hockey starts Wednesday.
Has my computer been talking this whole time?
I don't know.
I didn't hear.
Was that Jake?
No, it was Matthew Tkachuk.
Oh, I thought it was Jake Loveisky. I was like, dang, do you just have videos of Jake running on
No.
your laptop?
No.
All right.
That's a little
yeah.
sus.
I know we keep trying to push it to Pucks and Deep because you guys want to wrap up. I do have one more question.
Go ahead.
Or
Ask
two,
it,
like a couple
ask
more things I want to mention. We were talking about how things were so poetic with the women's game. The men's game was very poetic yesterday too, as it was on the 46th anniversary of the Miracle on Ice. It had to be. It just had to be.
What
It
we
was
talked
And
about.
there's so much more. There's so much more. Because if you think about it, the U.S., when that game happened 46 years ago, Soviets were wearing red. U.S. was wearing these beautiful white jerseys. And then yesterday, Canada's wearing red. U.S. is wearing their white jerseys. As George Lucas once said, it's like poetry. It rhymes.
Star Wars nerd.
I know. I had to bring it up. It was also, oh my gosh, I can't believe we didn't shout this out. All the tribute stuff they did for Johnny Gaudreau.
Oh yeah.
How
that's
did we forget
amazing.
about that? That was
That's cool.
They brought his
fantastic.
kids out there, right?
Yeah, Johnny
Yeah.
Jr.'s birthday was yesterday.
That's
You know
pretty
who
cool.
else's birthday it was?
George Washington's. I was gonna get to that too. So in conclusion, Ryan, Canada didn't stand a chance.
Doesn't make any sense. But okay. I'm sorry, that doesn't make any sense.
I think it makes a lot of sense.
It definitely stood a chance. If I say so. But
With
sorry,
the amount of
okay.
patriotism and freedom the state holds,
I know, yeah.
you didn't hold a chance.
I know. Watch that third period though. That freedom seemed to go away pretty quickly. But great overtime though. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
But like you said, them bringing Johnny Gaudreau's kids out on the ice, it was
No, it was
it
cool.
was so
That was super
emotional.
cool.
It was.
Let me see.
Oh,
Oh my gosh!
I was showing.
Wait,
Did you
wait,
see
wait,
the one
wait!
with the
No,
finger?
I don't want to make
see
that
the one
joke.
with the
Actually,
finger?
I did.
Yeah, the Canadian curler.
Yeah.
Nick just found a meme, a picture of Johnny Gaudreau's ghost poking that puck away from that Nathan McKinnon
Might
shot.
happen. I'm not. I wouldn't put
Yeah.
it. I wouldn't put it past him.
I can't remember who it was joking about saying like,
Too
oh,
many
his
men.
spirit was protecting the net. But somebody, I think it was Larkin, saying like he would have never played that low, which is why it's funny and ironic.
Yeah.
But just when they were carrying his jersey around, I was just like, oh,
That's cool.
it's
Super
amazing.
cool.
Yeah. And yeah, McDavid, we got to acknowledge he was also named MVP. Apparently they do that voting after the first period. Would you guys still give McDavid the MVP?
Oh yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
Mm.
That
Give it to
tournament.
Hellebuck.
That tournament was crazy
I
for
give
him.
it to. I'd probably give it to Hellebuck.
Well, is it just for the game, or is it for the?
I think it's
Is it for the tournament? I thought.
I think it's
I
for the
saw it was
tournament.
tournament's MVP.
Oh,
You're
then,
giving it to
yeah.
McDavid. Yeah.
My bad. I thought it was for the game.
No, because I thought I saw tournament
Giving it to
MVP. I'm like,
Hellebuck
yeah, you
still.
cannot. It's got to be McDavid.
I would have loved for. I know they had like their all-star team where Hellebuck got named the goalie of that team, but it would have been cool if they had like a goalie award. Like Hellebuck would have won that for sure.
Yeah.
Caroline Harvey was named MVP for the women's tournament.
Slay.
Nice.
9 points as a defense.
That's really good.
Pretty
win.
good.
Yeah.
Not bad.
As a
She's
defender.
still in
I'm babe.
college. She's also still in college. She's not in the pros yet.
That's insane.
I can't wait for this draft for the PWHL.
It's gonna be cool.
I haven't watched the draft the past couple of years, but this prospect pool that just pluck from the U.S. national team, it's crazy. Can't
Next
wait.
few years are gonna be nuts.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think that's everything I have on the Olympics. Yeah, that's everything.
Yay.
It was amazing.
Bye, Olympics.
I know.
Olympics,
Sad to see you go.
we're gonna miss you. We'll see
we
you
waited
for
4 years for like the fastest 2 weeks of our lives.
I know.
Just to say
It went by so quick, but at the same time, it felt like it went on forever. Like I feel like I haven't watched Penguins hockey in like 2 years.
Yeah, true. When you think about that, you think, oh, it's been a while since
It's
Ben's
all right,
hockey.
guys, because next week is my week.
Oh yeah, trade deadline's coming up, everybody. Next
Yeah,
Friday.
we forgot about that. That's next Friday.
The rosters have been unfrozen,
It's insane.
so everybody's aware.
Yes, and
insane.
I'm actually surprised that no trades have been announced right now.
Jason Robertson
Jason Robertson, Pittsburgh Penguin,
for a bag of chips.
in
and an
exchange
apple.
for Kevin Hayes and an apple.
Avery Hayes getting recalled up. There's your Pens news.
I mean, he deserves it, even with or without a sit injury. He was tearing it up in Wilkes during this break.
Center line 1.
Yeah.
Give him first line center.
We'll see what happens. Okay. So now is time for Pucks and Deep. We're running
got?
late. We need to
What do
get
we
through
got?
this. Nick had a great idea.
Great idea, Nick.
I did.
Mount
Shoot.
Rushmore of Penguins moments. What is
Ooh.
your Mount Rushmore
Alright.
of Penguins moments?
I gotta go with. Can I say mine?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
go. I still haven't thought
Mount
of mine,
Rushmore of Penguins
so I gotta
moments.
think.
Okay. We're gonna go. Obviously the '91 Cup, first ever Stanley Cup. Okay.
Okay.
Drafting
Okay.
Sidney Crosby.
Okay.
That's pretty awesome. Getting that lottery, right?
Maybe.
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 The heck are you talking about?
You're not,
we would have got.
You're not here right now without that.
We would have got what?
know.
Ryan Suter.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not wearing any of this stuff. Right
So
I know.
yeah. So what did I say? I said Penguins first Stanley Cup. Drafting Sidney Crosby. Mario Lemieux saving the franchise and buying the team.
Good one. Good one.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely number one. That's like the George Washington. Mario Lemieux saving this team and keeping it in Pittsburgh. That's the biggest. Yeah, that's the biggest save.
What's your last one?
My last one. What should
Think.
I? There's a lot to. I mean, there's 4 options, but I'm gonna go. Lemieux returning from cancer treatment,
Ooh.
his final day of cancer treatment, and then playing Philly,
That's
and
a
then
good
still
one.
registering. I think it was like,
4 points.
yeah, it was 4 points,
That's a good one.
and he
Okay.
couldn't even tie his own skates.
Crazy, man.
And the Flyers fans gave him a standing ovation.
Okay.
That's insane.
You can't even tie your skates and you put up
4 points. He couldn't bend over. It's crazy.
You know, you picked all those, and like I had one in mind, but now I don't know if I want to put it because like
I
those
got
are so
my 4.
much
I
more
think I might have my 4.
monumental.
I
Okay,
got
you guys go.
I'm just
'cause-
doing mine.
You go.
My
you go, twin.
memory. Like
You go,
my
twin.
from your
memory.
memories. Okay.
Or just like not in the past, like
Did
more recent
last
in my life.
night.
First is Crosby's Winter Classic shootout goal.
Mm-hmm.
Next, Chris Kunez Game 7 OT
Yep.
winner.
Yep, I was thinking
Can't
about
even.
that.
I didn't even think about that. Oh my gosh.
Fresh
And
from the bench
then
is Crosby.
The last 2 are 16 and 17.
There you go.
That'll do it for me.
5.
Go ahead, Nick.
Oh, okay. I will go. What will I go? I will go. Probably Lemieux's debut. Fleury's save in 09.
Yep.
Crosby's return game from concussion.
2013 against the Islanders.
Yep.
Were you there?
Backhand
These are
goal.
s-
You went to that game?
Hmm?
How electric was it?
It was
You
freaking
were
nuts.
there.
I was there. He had a cage
Do you
on.
still have your Sid sign?
He had a cage on.
Do you still have your Sid sign?
What do you mean Sid?
No,
sign?
everyone in the stands got a sign that just said Sid on it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still have yours?
Somewhere in my house.
You might need to bring that in.
Yeah, it's. I'll have to ask my parents. I have that one, and then when Mario saved it says Mario save because one of my family members were there when Mario saved the franchise. Yeah, so.
And I think the other one, Kunitz overtime winner.
Yeah.
I would hate to repeat, but like I'm going last, and there's.
That's fine. That's why I want to go first.
Actually,
I was like,
not Lemieux's debut game, but his goal against the North Stars.
Yeah.
oh, the statue.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5 goals, 5 different ways.
Oh, that's good. Okay. I'm gonna go with Lemieux saving the franchise. I'm also gonna go with the Fleury Game 7 save. I want to be different. I don't want to say the same things. Ooh.
Ron Hextall.
That was
No!
not on my mind in the slightest. I had an idea,
Heck
but like
no.
we didn't end up winning that game, so like I don't know.
That would be like the equivalent of what instead of like etched in history, like blown up.
Yeah, blown
That's
up.
what
That's
I want.
He was a flyer.
Would it be controversial if I said Jake Gensel's debut?
I was there.
You were there?
I was against New York. We lost 5-2.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
scored
wasn't.
both
If I can't do the other one I had in mind because of a loss, then I don't want
He
to do
scored
that.
both goals.
I know. He scored both of them.
I know.
First shift, first shot.
Yep.
Second shift, second shot.
Yep.
They were up 2-0. Then they lost 5-2 against the Rangers.
And my life
I was sitting in
changed forever.
227 in the complete back row. I was in the last row.
This is crazy that you have those details.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I hate to
was great.
repeat your
Ryan-
guys'
Ryan-
answers.
I still have the picture. I'll pick it up. Yeah.
If when we go to game one, well, we are. When we go to games either 1 or 3, you need to bring like all the Sid, like not even Sid, but all the Penguin stuff you have.
I
We need
can't
to be
bring all of it.
head to toe.
I can't bring all
Okay,
of
guys,
it.
I have to finish.
Like we need head to toe.
I'll bring a lot.
here.
of
This
it.
is her moment, Nick.
I'm sorry, Megan. Go ahead.
I just had it. Oh, Sid setting the new franchise record. No, it's a more recent one.
Oh, that was sick.
I feel like
That's
I
a good
gotta
one.
have a
yeah.
unique one here. And then just because I can't think of any more, I'm gonna go with the Kunitz game 7.
Can I say one for like the 4 of us? Not all 4, but I
Sure.
really enjoyed the Gino 500 goals
Yes.
with
I was-
everyone.
yeah.
In my
that's fun.
personal ones, that is up there for like games. I've
With
been to.
everyone being there, that was
That
fun.
was a
Yeah,
great game.
that was sick.
I think that is my top 4 games of all time. I only
Alright.
said 4 because like Mount Muscle 4.
Well, that was some good stuff there. Right now, we are going to kick it to our interview with Michelle Crechiolo for some more good and awesome Penguins-related stuff.
Woot woot.
Yeah, so enjoy. All right, we are so excited to be joined today by the Pittsburgh Penguins team reporter. You know her as at Pens Inside Scoop on Twitter. It's Michelle Crechiolo. Michelle, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here with you guys.
And we'll just dive right into the big news in the hockey world. Obviously, Team USA winning gold yesterday. The women won on Thursday. Just what was your experience watching those games, especially yesterday's, which was just absolutely crazy?
Oh yeah, I feel like I got out of bed like it was Christmas morning. I did not even need to set my alarm and just like ran downstairs and was like locked in, ready to go. And yeah, it was, oh my gosh. I can't remember the last time I felt that stressed watching a
Yeah.
hockey
Oh my
game.
gosh,
Like,
yes.
right?
A very nervous Christmas morning
at that. Game 7
Guys,
Game 7 of the
seven
playoffs.
Rangers.
when
The
Aaron
Rangers
scored.
Penguins.
That was the last time I was at
Yeah.
nervous. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we all felt alive
Yeah.
watching that game.
It was a very.
Yeah.
I was very awake for 8 in the morning. Well, going into it. So
It's so
Oh.
true. I actually I got an Aura ring for Christmas, and it's funny because Brian Ross said that was like the number one thing he wanted too. And it was funny to watch like because it monitors your stress levels, and they definitely went like super high during that game. But yeah, it was just like an absolute blast to watch that one. And like yeah, screamed when Jack Hughes scored that goal. I feel you could watch the play unfolding, and when it happened, I feel like, yeah, I'm sure you guys were jumping up and down and like
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
freaking out.
Most of us were.
Yeah.
one of us.
Somebody was
Yeah, I know.
a Sid lover here.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. I obviously was not devastated to see that the US won. Definitely wasn't
right.
devastated for that. But I just to see Sid not being able to play, and I know he wasn't playing, but I was just this is the first Olympics that I get to watch Sid. I guess I mean I'm 20 years old and they haven't played since 2014. So I'm a little tyke watching the Olympics back then and didn't really care about it as much. Now obviously been a hockey fan my whole life, but it didn't really, it didn't really hit as much. So I was really hoping that I would have been really happy if he won gold, but at the same time, I was, just a little mixed emotions about it.
Yeah, I feel like that's fair. I feel like we definitely all felt that way. And I feel like we were waiting like with bated breath to see what his status was going to be. And like,
Mhm.
you guys, we all know that if he could have played, he would have played.
Oh
And
yeah.
so
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
so yeah, it was definitely like devastating from that end. But yeah,
yeah,
you hope he's okay and
yeah.
all that.
Yeah. We're gonna
And
need
But I
him
will,
in the second half.
yeah.
I was gonna ask, do you have? This might be a little off topic, but I'm gonna ask it. Do you have an update on Sid at all, if that you can share? Because I think the entire hockey world wants to know right now.
No, it's interesting the way international play is handled. Like, Team Canada was definitely, in charge of all of that. And I think knowing that Kyle Dubas was there as the director
Mhm.
of player personnel, like there was, like the top ranking Penguins hockey operations staffer was, boots on the ground and monitoring the situation. So, that was one thing. But I was, in the PR office, and we were talking about how, yeah, like we knew as much as you guys did when it came to updates, and whatever John Cooper was telling the public was what we knew. So that was definitely like that. I feel like that was stressful in terms of like a coverage perspective, trying to make sure I was getting the right information out, as soon as I could, because I feel like, yeah, everyone was just wanting to know what was going on with Sid. And, there were reports that he was skating, and, it was just hard to know like what exactly was going on. But yeah, don't know anything at this point, but I know he is flying back today or is en route. He might have even landed by now. So yeah, I guess I'm with all of you
Yeah.
guys in terms of like what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Didn't he get hurt while the Penguins were practicing and like players were coming off the ice and that's when they heard the news?
Yeah,
Yeah.
What happened? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely kind of wild watching that unfold in real time. And you kind of felt for Dan Muse and all of the guys, because they were just like they didn't have time to process what had
yeah,
happened. It was
Yeah.
just like, hey, like what's your
Yeah.
Yeah.
your opinion and comment on the situation. They're like, I literally just walked off the ice. Like I don't know what's happening. So yeah, that was definitely a unique situation in terms of timing.
yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to ask before we get into any other stuff about your career and stuff, how did you first get into the game of hockey? When did you like fall in love with it, realize it's something that you want to just be around your entire life?
Yeah, I was 4 years old, and I grew up in Michigan, which is, quite a hotbed. And I got to say, there was definitely some pride knowing that all four players on the ice when Team USA scored the overtime winner have Michigan roots, and like grew up in Michigan. And I know like myself and some of my teammates were pumped up about that. But yeah, I followed my brother into hockey. It was like the cliche story of like I was in figure skates, he was in hockey skates, and I wanted to be just like him and do everything that he did. And so my parents let me join him, which I've heard so many stories over the years of girls being like, yeah, like my parents, wouldn't let me play. They felt hockey was too violent and too rough. And so I'm like forever grateful to my parents for being, it wasn't even, a question. They're just like, sure, yeah, no problem. And it set me on this path. And I think that's the coolest part of watching the Olympics is you're knowing that all of these young kids
Mhm.
across, the country, across the world are those dreams are forming for them. So, and it's something I didn't really have when I was that age. And like the 98 Olympics, I was 10 years old and that was the first time, women's hockey was there. And my dad would tell me stories about Cami Granado and, the adversity she faced growing up. But it's one thing to hear about it, it's another to see it. So it's definitely awesome. Like I was, we talked about the men's gold medal game, but for the women's gold medal game, it was another practice day for the Penguins, and
Yeah.
we actually had another staff game that day. And so I got off the ice and I was like, I'll just do my work from here and, watch the game from here because I didn't want to drive all the way back to the city and, waste 30 minutes and miss
Yeah.
action because we had, it's like,
Mm.
yeah, trying to figure out the timing. But it was amazing because the Pittsburgh Penguins elite girls and boys teams that were at the rink that day were all watching and like just losing their minds and living and dying by each play. And like you could just see the impact happening in real time. It was the coolest thing ever because sometimes you're just when you're in the bubble and you talk to guys about it, but you don't actually
Mhm.
get to see it. So that was really, really cool and definitely something that yeah, I was pretty happy to watch that. But yeah, thankfully from there, I was able to stick with hockey all the way through playing college at Michigan State. And yeah, then started working in it. So it's been awesome.
Yeah. Can I ask?
Yeah.
So, you're talking about just like being around that. I guess I could say atmosphere of all those people just watching the game, and it's such a. That's what builds, your love for the game, and that's what helps you just remember. There's like those experiences. I'd say in your time working for the Penguins, do you have that one experience that just sticks out to you, and you go, it just gave you goosebumps? Like this is just like, wow, that was just
Oh,
amazing.
that's a really good question. And yes, I will say, yeah, like my absolute best experience working for the Penguins was going to Cole Harbor, to Nova Scotia for Sidney Crosby's Cup celebrations in
Yeah.
2016. Because, something where he was doing like public events, we were like, we felt like we couldn't miss that if, it was just such a, an incredible time for him, for the organization. We're like, we just felt like, we should be there. And we had actually gone the summer before to help him with the launch of his hockey school, getting footage, getting photos, just covering it and trying to promote it. So we already had that foundation sort of and familiarity. And so it worked out that, a group of us went up to Nova Scotia and honest to God, like had no expectations outside of what was happening, like in the public sphere. Like, we weren't like, oh yeah, like we're gonna go up there and just, go to all of Sid's parties and, like all of the private events. But Sid being Sid, of course, like, made sure we were included, invited us to everything. So we just like were there for the entire itinerary throughout the couple of days he had it because, the some guys get it for half a day, some guys get it for a full day, some guys get it for like, kind of back to back days. It just all depends. So he had a whole slate of events going on and he treated us like we were part of the family and like we were on the dock at his lake house in Nova Scotia and like the Stanley Cup was down there and like we had drinks in our hands and we were just like what is life right
Oh man.
now? Like,
Oh my
like
gosh.
that's
Wow.
yeah, that's an experience that was I feel like, not many people got to have. And it just says everything about him that he made us part of it and gave us these memories to like last a lifetime. But we do have some great photos from like we're posing with the Stanley Cup on the end of like Sidney Crosby's dock at his lake house in Nova Scotia. And it's just like like that is when I look at everything that I've gotten to do and I've been so lucky, like that definitely is number one, I
Yeah.
think, on the
That's
list.
Yeah.
awesome. That is such a
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that. That's such a good story.
Yeah.
And Cole Harbor's beautiful too. So
Yes,
that must have been
highly
awesome.
recommend. Have you been there?
No, but I just that is a bucket list thing, and obviously I didn't hear about it until I was a Sidney Crosby fan.
Yeah.
Hey, road trip.
But I've obviously seen documentaries, of course, and they go back there, and I've seen pictures, and I've even sat down with my dad and been like, okay, Dad, so I made a cool trip that we could do, and showed him places we could stay, and
Yeah.
that
Honestly, I'm telling you, like it's one of those places that yeah, you don't have on your radar until yeah, you start, following Sid or whatever it may be. And then yeah, like getting the chance to go there, I was like, "Oh my gosh, like this is an awesome part of the world." And it's I highly recommend it. It's not super difficult to get to. Like it's, if you did like an East Coast sort of trip, it would be
Oh, that'd be so fun.
like yeah, so if you can do it, if you can make it happen, you will not regret it.
I think we're all
We're
gonna
gonna try.
Someday.
we're gonna be sending a picture to you. We're all gonna be at a boat, and we're all
That's
gonna.
God, Jake wants a senior trip.
That's my senior year trip right there.
Trip.
You
That'd
already
be
got it
sick.
booked.
All right,
Yeah.
it's planned. You helped us plan it. There
yes.
you go.
Yeah, anything you need some recommendations, I got you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That'd be sick.
Just speaking of Sid, of how great of a person he is off the ice. What is your favorite Sid story that you have?
Oh, favorite Sid story. That's a good. I feel like I should have one queued up. I mean, I feel like one that I've told before, and I'm sure I'm going to think of one later that would be better, but um,
It's tough on the spot.
yeah. No, no, it's just there's so many good ones. I think at least like I'll just give you one from my personal experiences, kind of similar to the Nova Scotia situation was like when we were in the locker room. Well, actually, so we go to Nova Scotia in 2016, and then like the Penguins win. Um, well, I guess like before that, the celebration in the locker room. Like my boss at the time, Sam Kassan, who's now with the New Jersey Devils, an incredible mentor and friend. I owe so much to him, and he had worked for the Penguins in 2009 and had covered the Stanley Cup win. And his biggest takeaway from that experience was like, and what our boss Tom McMillan also told us was to try to enjoy it as much as you can
Mhm.
while also making sure that you're getting your work done. And I remember Tom brought us into his office and said like, hey, like as much as you can do sort of going into it, like just try to put yourself in a spot that you can take a second, go down, like soak in the celebrations and just, be part of it for a while. Which was the best advice ever because, we put together some content we were happy with and proud of, and it was kind of like the best of both worlds. And then, went down to the locker room and it was me. Like the locker room in San Jose it's like a narrow hallway and then it opens up, which is a terrible setup for that kind of celebration. Like you're just bottlenecked, like trying to get down into it. And then once you get through, it's okay, but it's still, I mean, it was packed. But like me and Sam and then Jen Bolano, who's now our chief communications officer, we were standing off to the side, trying to let the guys just like enjoy it, have their moment with their family and friends, and just wanting to like take it all in. And like Sid spotted us and like motioned over, like guys, like come here, and we're just
That's
like, what? Like, are you talking to us? Like that was we just couldn't believe it. And he's like, yeah, like come over here, and like had us all drink out of the cup while he held it. And that's just like when you think about like the person that Sidney Crosby is and how inclusive he is, like, the fact that in all of that chaos, like he like saw us, made sure to like bring us into the fold and give us, that memory that would last forever. It was, that's just like I feel like that says so much and like all you need to know about Sid. And then like, the next year in 2017, we're back down in the locker room in Nashville, and he spots us and the crew that went to Nova Scotia the year before. He's like, you guys, Sidney Crosby hockey, like, you're coming back next year, like, because you came, that was good luck. So you have to
Yeah.
come back.
He's
Like, that
very
was the
super.
first thing on his
Yeah.
brain.
Very superstitious, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So superstitious. But yeah, those are a couple that come to mind. But if I think of any as we continue along, I'll share.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You want to ask about one you had in mind?
Oh yeah. So I guess talking about, just working for the Pens, like the radio network. I guess if you're in your apartment, you're getting ready, if you can just give us a day in the life of what you kind of go through and how it
Yeah.
like what do you got to do to prepare, and just like
Yeah.
what's your day look like for work?
Yeah. It's definitely game days, home game days are definitely long days. I feel like when I'm on the road, it's like, all right, it's kind of like a vacation. Like I don't have to do all that much. But I feel like I typically wake up around like 7 a.m. and I try to do all my prep for the game that night, either before I leave for the rink or like the day before, because I feel like Dana Heinze, who was the equipment manager for a long time, he said something that stuck with me of like, anything that you can get done, get things done while you can, because you just never know what's going to pop up.
Yeah.
And that really stuck with me because, yeah, there's, certain days where I'm like, oh, well, I'll just get this done later. And then, yeah, like there's a Sid injury update or like, someone gets traded or you just have no idea like what could come up. And especially with the Penguins, my Brandon Carafellis, who's my part-time staff writer now, like he just laughs because I would always say to him, like, never a dull moment, like never a dull moment. And like this whole season, like things are always happening. And he's like, you said never a dull moment. Like it's so true. So yeah, I try to do my prep for the game that night. And that's like because I do the live pregame and intermission shows. So the pregame is like pretty much fully scripted. So that's the main thing that I try to knock out. I basically have like an intro. I have um, impact players, starting goalies, the lineup, basically just setting the scene for everyone and just like getting that squared away. And then having my notes and everything ready for the intermissions because I um, cut my own highlights and like, put that whole show together and just want to make sure that I'm in a good spot so that I'm not scrambling. And then I head to Cranberry to cover morning skate. Usually I'll leave around like 9:30, 9:45 in the morning. It's like half-hour drive for me because I'm right in the city. Get to the rink, cover morning skate. I know I mentioned the staff game a couple times. Like we've been doing them on practice days here recently, but typically they are on game days. So that's kind of nice. It like breaks up the day. And it's actually been an awesome bonding experience to do that because it's hockey operations staffers, it's people that work out of UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex, it's Penguins people. So like the coaches will take part, like Jason Spezza has been in it, Amanda Kessel. Yeah, I know.
Oh, no. I
We
hope they're
actually
on different
had
teams.
They gotta be averaging
so
like four points a game.
Yeah, how many staff
yeah.
time for these games?
It's actually so funny because they definitely like Spez especially like he does not operate anywhere close to like, what he could do. He definitely like and he won't like shoot. He is always looking to dish it to someone else to like get them a goal. And so like Amanda Castle, like she also is like I told her today because we played together. It's like it's so fun playing with you because I know you're gonna get the puck to like I just need to get there so you can like make the play. Like she's just
That'll
that
be you
good.
on
Like
Sunday, buddy.
What's up?
That'll be you on Sunday, buddy.
Yeah, we're playing we're dueling with another podcast and we're playing outdoor hockey.
Yeah.
So,
no way.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
We got
Yeah.
like cameras and like
We got
bands
announcers.
coming, announcers.
We did this with a football game like right before Christmas, and they're like, "Oh, we want to do deck hockey and basketball too," and we're like, "All right, we'll take you down deck
Yes.
hockey."
Yeah, it didn't go too well for us in football, but now we're in our sport. So we're gonna
Oh
be
yeah.
This is a must
You guys,
You're looking
yeah.
for something to do on Sunday night after the Kings game. Come
We
to
need
West Mifflin.
Yeah, we need an extra skater if you want to join.
West
Extra
Mifflin.
skater.
That's where my husband works.
Hey, well, if you're looking for something to do after the game on Sunday, because I know it's a 1 o'clock start,
Yeah.
at 7 p.m. What's it called? What's the link?
I don't
Oh, I don't.
We don't remember right
the
now.
location on the podcast.
But you
We'll
know,
have to-
I
yeah,
love
well,
that. I'm rooting
yeah.
for you guys.
Oh,
Thank
thank you.
Thank you. We need this one.
we need it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so fun to play, right? Like, and
Oh, it's
especially too
Oh,
when
yeah.
you guys watch a lot of hockey and are and just like you watch it so much, you're like, okay, like I'm getting the itch, like I want to actually play. And
Yeah.
then
Oh,
yeah.
it's so fun.
It's nice
But
finally getting a group of people together to play. Growing up, and I grew up in Erie, so 2 hours. And we have some hockey fans, like it's where Connor McDavid played and Matthew
Yeah.
Schaefer. So, but I mean, growing up, I didn't really have too many friends at school who wanted to play. So this is definitely really cool.
yeah, that's amazing. And
Yeah.
that's awesome you're from Erie. Like I feel like DeBrincat played there too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's awesome. Yeah, it's definitely it's been cool to play with like, that caliber of player. And there was a funny moment in a game like earlier this year where there was like a puck just inside the blue line and it felt like a 50-50 puck. And I'm like, you know what? Like, and it was me and Spez, and I was like, yeah, like I feel like he'll let me have it, like he's not gonna like, try anything, like it'll be fine. But like for whatever reason, we made contact in a way that I just went flying back.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah. And it looked much worse than it did because like there's a thing called Live Barn where you can,
oh,
like
yeah.
where
Yeah,
you
you can
can
watch
see the
the.
games. Yeah.
Uh,
Exactly. And we pull up the clip and like, yeah, nothing, like he didn't do anything. I just like hit him weird and like basically yeeted myself backwards. It was so ridiculous, but he felt so bad. I was like, it's fine. But and like Nick Bonino plays goal for us too, and I know he was
oh
on the
yeah,
ice
yeah,
with
yeah.
yeah.
So
So
him
he's
playing goal
been
the other day wasn't just like out
yeah,
of the blue. It's a thing that
exactly.
happens.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, yeah. He got because I was talking to him about it. He got the goalie gear after his like what ended up being his last NHL season. He's like, yeah, well, I still had my PA discount. And he, like, laughed about it. I was like, fair. So he was like, oh, I always loved playing goalie, like, growing up in the street and like obviously he was really good at blocking shots and all that kind of stuff. And so he's always had that side of the game. Um, but then so yeah, and the staff games like started happening and yeah, he's been pretty locked in for
Yeah.
pretty much every game unless like, they have a lot going on, with just like their normal game day duties or whatever it may be. But yeah, like he's a blast to play with. Like he's really vocal. He loves like playing the puck and he'll like definitely like get physical but he makes some really good glove saves. Like his glove's definitely really strong. But then he's the first one to say his like lateral post play needs work. And he actually said that to me. And then the next game I kept trying. I was like, I wrapped it around him because I was like, I gotta try to exploit this weakness. And I ended up
Smart.
scoring.
Oh,
Yes.
He
But
gave you his own. He gave you his own Scottish
Yeah.
work there.
gave you the
yes.
secrets.
Hey, we need a new goal.
Exactly.
We need another goalie for Sunday.
Yeah, we're looking for an extra goalie for Sunday. You'll have to tell Mr. Bonino to come on in and play for us.
Yeah. Dude, he honestly, he probably would. He
That's
like
good.
he loves it. And it's just so funny. I feel like Sid Crosby also like I know that's out there too. Like he loves playing goalie. Like his dad was a goalie and he's got gear and he's done it before. So it's funny. Like there's like a competition for the
Yeah.
net
Yeah.
in the
I'm trying
Penguins
to.
world.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find where we're playing it at because I know we said it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
If we want to, oh, what? Are you scared to shoot on Nick Bonino?
No.
He's gonna be on our team.
Yeah, we'll take Bonino.
Right? Yes. You
where
definitely
is
want
it?
him on your team.
We'll figure it out.
He's a
Nick.
glue
We'll
guy.
figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Keep talking. I'll find it when I get it.
So
He's locked
after
in.
after the
Yeah.
staff games, what else goes into a day in the life as you prep for
Yeah. I feel like yeah, I'll finish up like anything we got from like morning skate, make sure we're in a good spot to like for the night or whatever. And then I get to the rink around like 5. eat in the meal room, Regina's Bistro, as it's called in honor of
Yeah.
the woman who, yeah,
Yeah.
Megan knows all about it.
Me and Jake both know.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an institution. Gotta go to Regina's. And then I come up and I join Paul Sagerwald for the Penguins Live pregame at 6:30. And Megan's always, well, typically always there. So I
Yeah.
stop up and do like just like a radio hit about something that I feel like I've gleaned from being around the guys or something that's maybe relevant to the matchup that night, like more outside of the X's and O's, like just trying to, give a human interest angle or something like that. Like I might do Nick Bonino playing goalie for, the one on Thursday. We'll
Should
see.
be good.
I'll be tuning in to find out.
Yes, yes. Little teaser.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I go straight upstairs and I do my pregame show, and then I do, yeah, from there I'm like, it's kind of tough. I feel like I'll be posting from the Pens Inside Scoop account and then also writing out my highlights. I mean, that was definitely an experience when I first started doing it, just trying to figure out like how to get the right flow. And sometimes there's periods where like absolutely nothing happens and you are scraping the bottom of the barrel, and I'll be like, come on, boys, like give me a highlight, like give me anything. And then there's other times where they scored 4 goals and you're good to go. But yeah, so I'll do that. I go, once the period ends, I go straight into the control room and I talk with, his name is Jeff. He's the kind of like I'm not sure his exact title, but he's the one I work with on highlights. We map out the show and then I go in the studio and I do my show. And then same thing for the second period, third period, I'm off the hook. I head down typically at the last TV timeout or second to last, depending. Um, and then, yeah, we watch the rest of the game from the media room and then go down and talk to the guys and then put together our post-game written coverage. So yeah, I feel like it starts around 7 a.m. and typically ends around like 11 p.m., give or take. So yeah, they're definitely long days, but I mean it's a dream job,
Yeah,
so
it's worth it.
it's
Yeah.
worth it. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
perfect way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah. Being around the guys, like a lot, most of your job, like what player like gives you the best interview, you'd say?
Ooh.
Yeah, we don't want to start any fights on
Yeah.
some of the guys.
Well, for this current team,
Yeah, we can do current.
yeah.
We'll do that. Yeah.
I have a guess,
Okay.
actually.
Yeah.
You want
Is
to
it-
guess?
I have a guess.
Let's hear it.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
All right,
Is
let's
it-
hear it.
Is it Connor Clifton?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that's a
he's
good
up
one.
there.
That's a
He's
good
up
one.
there. I
Well,
love talking to Cliffy. Like, yeah, he's actually the one who told me that Brian Russ had the guys over for a Steelers watch party when we were coming back from a road trip for the game they played Baltimore.
Yeah.
Which he just offered up, which was great because I don't know if I would have known that otherwise. Yeah, Cliffy's definitely a good
That-
one.
that hit he had on the airplane, that video was so fun.
Amazing.
That was amazing.
That's we need more of that.
That was great
Can you
content.
get more of that, please?
Yeah, and he was like all about it too, which I think,
He wasn't.
sometimes, yeah, right? Because I feel like sometimes you ask guys to do something and they kind of hem and haw and they're like, like they don't want to come off, like goofy or like not serious and I mean fair enough. Like they don't want to, be kind of like rocking the boat, I guess, but Cliffy was great about it. Like it was Emma Kilmer, who's our manager of communications. It was her idea, and she talked to him about it. But it was just like one of those things. Like right away, he's like, "Yeah, like that's great. I would love to. Like, I gotta, I
Yeah.
gotta do like, I gotta try to think about it and make sure I like have some good questions for the guys." And so that was like, I loved that, and I feel like this whole group this year has been. They found like a great balance between being serious and working and all of that, but also like having fun too and having
Yeah.
like a great balance. And
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
honestly like so fun going in this locker room because everyone's just like great to talk to. I actually feel like Brian Russ has low key become one of my favorite interviews.
Hmm.
Like he's really funny and I feel like he drops some great lines, whether Um, like when we were in Philly and Sid scored and he said something about like, yeah, like Sid won't admit it, but he loves playing the villain. And,
Yeah.
like, like there's a lot of like he has an interview. I'm like, oh, I can clip that. I can put that quote out and I can put that quote out. And like, people are going to love it. Like, and he's someone I can go to and be like, hey, the Steelers watch party you had, like, let's talk about it. And he'll just say whatever. Like, he's not like, oh, I don't want you to put that out there. Like, he's very open. And so I feel like he's definitely up there. Yeah, who else? Ned was my go-to last
Yeah,
year.
Ned.
I miss
Ned,
him.
Allison Delkovich.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
what a
miss
guy.
him.
Yeah.
Ned.
He had a good personality. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's incredible and like just the like salt of the earth, so down to earth, like um just, like incredible human. Like he got my husband and I like a wedding gift when we got married
Oh,
in
Aw.
August. Like,
oh, that's
yeah, it
nice.
was just so nice.
Yeah.
Like yeah, so he was my go-to last year for sure. This year I would say Rusty's up there. I feel like Stu Skinner has been
Stu.
amazing. Yeah.
I was in the media scrum after the 2016 Cup reunion when Stu was talking about Flower and like, oh, I don't think I could prank like
Oh,
him. I'm kind of shy. I want to go talk to him, but I want him to come to me first. I was like, this is a great interview.
yes, right? Like it
Yeah.
just you immediately feel like he just has like a presence about him where he's just like it's just like warm and inviting and he's just like a genuinely good
Mhm.
dude and like right away everybody just like loved him. And that's the thing, it's one thing where I do feel like our room is full of good guys and sometimes I'm like, man, how do I describe them in a way that it's like 'cause I feel like saying good guy is just so cliche.
Yeah.
um it's kind of like, oh, what does that mean? And but I do feel like Stu's like next level when it comes to being just like a genuinely nice and kind person that everybody just like you meet him, you're instantly like, I love this guy.
Yeah.
So that's been really cool and he's great to talk to um and yeah, he's really into books. I do want to ask him about Fourth Wing. Have you guys read that?
I
No.
have
Nah.
not,
No.
but I've
Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it.
Have not.
Because the Penguins are doing like a Fourth Wing night coming up. So
Oh.
I did
I'm
hear
like,
about
maybe,
I did hear
yeah.
okay, yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Big reader. I'm not as much into fantasy, so like I definitely heard of it because like I'll scroll across plenty of different posts on Instagram. But
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, interesting. That maybe I should read it. I'm
Yeah.
not good at it. We'll see.
Same. I'm right there with you. I'm not a big fantasy person at all, but I'm like, I feel like this has a huge following and got to see what the hype's about.
Yeah.
So I was like, I might see if Stu wants to like do a little book club or something, and maybe
That'd be
that would
great. That'd be great.
maybe that would force us all to like read it.
The Stu Skinner Book Club.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
Sign us up.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
That would make me start reading a
That
little.
would make me start putting it in.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I gotta ask, we were talking about the Cliffy airplane video. You were talking about Rusty. Did Rusty have any sort of reaction to the part of that video where Cliffy went up to him while he
Yeah, he was passed out. Yeah.
because that was by far my favorite part of the whole video.
So good. So good. No, I don't think that he did. Um
No.
not that I was aware of. But Rusty's just so like he's been around for so long that I feel like he's used to everyone's antics from top to bottom. Like, knowing like that Cliffy didn't ask us or like he didn't ask us for the microphone, like that obviously was like, the content communications team being like, hey Cliffy, will you do this? And I'm sure he saw it and was like, oh, like they're at it again.
Yeah.
Like, because on another flight on that trip, like another idea from Emma Kilmer was to have him do like a reaction to this, like,
Oh, I
Oh, I saw that.
yeah.
Yeah. That was funny.
So we went up to him and he just was like, oh God, like, what do you guys want? But he like had a smile on his face the whole time and he got a kick out of it. So I'm sure he got a kick out of Cliffy taking the mic around. And then his wife, Kelsey, she did post something about like, yep, that's what having 3 kids will do to you. You're just down for the count the first chance you get.
I would.
I think
bet.
they went undefeated on that road trip too, by the way.
Yeah. I think next road trip coming up in March, Cliffy has to do
Yeah.
another airplane video.
If
Yeah, they won.
Yeah.
Christian
Yeah.
has his way.
Yeah.
we need part 2 for the sake of winning.
Yes.
Busy schedule in March too, so
Yeah, a
But
lot of
the
games.
Yeah.
win-
take as many wins as you can get. So
Yes. Got to keep it light. I think there's a 5-gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Carolina, Vegas, Utah, Colorado, Carolina, and then
Carolina,
back.
yeah.
We got
Yeah.
some tough teams coming in.
Yeah. It's
So.
gonna be a
yeah,
Yeah.
tough March.
But we can do it.
yeah. We're in a good spot. We put ourselves in a good spot before, so we just got to keep up to it.
hmm
Second place in the Metro. I mean, I know the Metro is all within like 5 points too, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's exciting because, like, I think a lot of us, and I'll include myself in this, like, just wasn't sure what this year was going to look like.
Mhm.
And I did drive around with Evgeny Malkin for season ticket delivery, and we had like really good conversation. And he kept bringing up, like, getting back to the playoffs, getting back to the playoffs. And part of me, one part of me is like, that feels, kind of far-fetched. Like, I don't know, like that might that might be.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be possible. And like ever since they've had the season they have, and I go back to that, and I'm like, yeah, I feel like these guys, like him, Sid, I don't think their doubt ever wavered. I think they've always had the belief that they could be a playoff team, and it's just been really cool to see them sort of prove everybody wrong and just have this run that they're having. Because yeah, like the like you said, like the points are the margin is just so thin, like. And that's what's so great about hockey is
Yeah.
the parity. Like any team
Yeah.
can win. Like it's so exciting. Like you just never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a really exciting March. Like I feel like none of us, or yeah, I won't say none of us, but I don't think a lot of us thought they would be in this position in
No.
March.
Exactly.
Not at all.
So so as stressful as it's gonna be, it's also gonna be like exhilarating. Like it's gonna be really exciting.
Yeah, there's no break from the hockey stress. Go right from Olympics to Penguins playoff push and then potentially actually in the playoffs. I feel like I need a vacation, but it's gonna be fun either
Yeah.
way. So
Yes.
before we let you go, get you on your way, I wanted to ask you a couple quick hitters, kind of a little role reversal, because I've read a couple of your where you come from matters articles. And
Yeah.
I pulled a couple questions from those and wanted to ask them to you and get
That's
some of your
awesome.
answers on those. So first one I
Sounds
have
good.
is favorite musical artist.
Ooh, I'd probably have to go Lady Gaga. Would be
Ooh,
top, well,
okay.
like close to the top.
Okay.
And also
a
I
good
do
pick.
love the Chainsmokers for as I
Oh.
know. I feel like
I
that's
like
kind of a
that.
weird choice, but
No,
I do love them.
I like the Chainsmokers.
Couple I like for sure.
That's a good choice.
That's a
Lady Gaga.
Lady, I wasn't,
Cool this year
wasn't
too.
seeing Lady Gaga. I like that
Yeah.
answer. I like that.
That's
Right.
fire.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because Josh gets off. He had me do like game day question of the day, and it was something musical related. And I remember thinking like, oh, I wish I would have said Lady Gaga. I think it was maybe like who you wanted to see in concert or like something along those lines. And I was kicking myself I didn't say her. And also Rihanna, I do love her. Super Bowl performance was awesome.
Rihanna.
I can rock to some
Yep.
poker face. Yeah.
Yeah. Love
That's gonna
that.
be all right. It's gonna be
That's
our
our
warm
theme song,
music
yeah.
for next Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're figuring everything out now. Yeah.
Great, we're making progress.
Perfect.
We got a goalie. We got a warm-up song. We got a trip planned for the summer. It's
Oh,
a
it's
good
gonna
day.
be nuts.
We're buzzing. We're buzzing.
Checking everything off.
Well, we were talking about reading and books earlier. Do you have any books that you would recommend?
Oh my, see, I love reading so much. Like I was that kid growing up that always like had a book at the dinner table. And actually like my piece of lore about myself is like, did you guys ever have accelerated reader programs?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
So yeah, it was like basically like a school program where you would read a book and take a like a little quiz about it, and then you got points, right? And then yeah, it would like be used towards I think typically like Pizza Hut maybe. I can't
It
even
was
remember,
fun.
but
It's
Yes.
something
Yeah.
like that.
It was Pizza Hut.
Quiz though. I think it's just
Yeah.
like
Oh.
you read so many and then you get like a coupon or whatever.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
I had to do a quiz.
Quizzes on like the little black like. I was using the
Well,
little.
no,
black,
it was
like,
rough because like you had to pass the quiz, and if you passed,
Mhm.
if you got a certain amount of points, you got
Yeah.
the Pizza Hut coupon. But here's the kicker:
Yeah.
if you
What
didn't
was
pass the
different?
quiz, no recess.
Oh, they didn't do that.
And I gotta tell you, I might have missed a few recesses.
No,
It was-
Ryan, no.
It was not. I might have missed a few recesses when I was younger, but
That's cool.
I know I couldn't even
Well-
play Foursquare. They were
Oh.
missing me in Foursquare. I'm telling you that.
That's cool.
I can imagine.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm glad that you knew what I was talking about because
Yes.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Accelerated Reader was that was my jam, and I got so many points one year that the local paper did like a story about me, and my picture
All right.
was in the paper.
Yes.
So yeah, love to read. The problem is that I read so many books that because I'm a fast reader, so I got that going for me. So if I was gonna recommend one. Like I'm really into contemporary romance and mysteries. I guess if I had to recommend one book, it would be And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie, which
Yes,
is a
that one's
classic.
so good.
Yes. Thank you, Megan. I'm glad
I read it
you
a couple
know
years
it.
ago.
Yeah, it's like the
Look it up.
craziest like twist at the end. It is a classic. So that would be the one I would recommend, but there's like a million more that I feel like I could.
Yeah,
It would just depend on if you have the same taste.
my speed of reading fluctuates. I read that in a week. It was
Yeah.
so good.
So good.
We might have to get on this.
We gotta hit the book.
I sent you guys the Doc Emmerich autobiography. You guys,
That is
Yeah.
true. You did
Oh, actually, another one I will recommend, hockey related. Have you guys ever read Boys of Winter?
Yes.
About
No.
the
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I would highly recommend that one. It's I the way it's written is like, it's the story of the 1980 team, but then interspersed throughout, they have the stories of each player. And we actually wrote a book about the 16 and 17 teams. That was like something that we did internally, and it was an awesome challenge. It was something we had never done before, but we modeled our book based off of that. So like, there's whenever like Matt Murray had a key moment, or like Brian Rust, like their stories are kind of in there as well, which was kind of cool. And someone brought it up today and I was like, oh my God, I love that book.
Yeah.
So
That's
highly
awesome.
recommend
Cool.
Boys of Winter.
Cool.
I'll
Yeah,
have to
it's
look
a good
for that.
one. Yeah.
A lot of our conversation is circling back to my questions. What is one place you'd like to visit on a trip?
Ooh. I would say, I mean, it's kind of cliche to say like Italy. Um, that's probably up there. Going to Sweden was my first time overseas.
Oh.
And
Oh.
yeah, I don't know what I was doing before. Like, I truly like do not understand why I waited so long, but that was incredible. And like, it was just like it gave me the itch to want to just kind of keep going over there. So, yeah, I think Europe, somewhere in Europe. I think probably more like Italy, France, Germany would be cool. My husband's really into like German beers, so that is something that's on our radar for the future. And I think Hawaii. Has anyone been to Hawaii?
No.
I have.
I gotta get
Oh.
there.
Nice.
It
All right,
is-
you can give me some recommendations.
Yes, definitely go Maui. Absolutely go to Maui. Hawaii is just amazing. It's beautiful.
Nice.
And the food
Yeah.
is really good. I was like not expecting the Hawaiian food to be so good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on the list.
Do you have any hidden talents?
Mm. The first one that comes to mind is I can parallel park like a champion.
Oh.
I don't know if that's a hidden
Oh.
talent, but like
No, that's a talent right there.
Yeah.
I
True.
like yeah, because
haven't
you guys
done-
probably all city. Do you guys all live like in the city and have street parking or no?
I mean, I don't leave my car, but I do gotta pay. My brother lives in Carnegie, so I leave my car there. But his street's so narrow that you have to parallel park to park it. So
Okay.
I even when I go to Point, like I bring my car downtown to like pick one of these kids up for some reason. I always end up parallel parking no matter where I'm going, it seems. So
Yeah.
I've gotten pretty good at it, I'd say.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you have.
I didn't do that bad at Pep when we went to Pepe's.
Yeah. Have you been to Pepe's?
Oh, have you been to Pepe's on the North Shore?
I don't think I have. Is that a sandwich
Oh
shop?
my,
Yes, it is.
yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I've heard of it, but
You
haven't
need
been.
to go. Mish, we need
All
to
right.
put you on. It
All
is
right. I'm adding it. I have a
fire.
list a note in my phone that's places to try in Pittsburgh, and I will
It's
add it
Those
to my list.
the fries alone are
Very good.
S tier.
Yeah.
Plus,
Nice.
I'm glad you liked it. He didn't know about it, and I was like, we can go to Pepe's, and he's like,
it's
oh
Yeah.
to this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know, Ryan.
yeah, no, it's really
Love
good.
that.
Definitely recommend. Yeah.
All right.
On
It's
the-
on the list.
Yeah, on the North Shore though. That's
Yeah.
that's the
North
place.
Shore
That's the one you got to
location.
go.
Perfect.
All right, and then the last one I have, what's the best advice you have ever received?
Ooh, best advice. Oh, I feel I don't want to I don't want to sound cliche, but I will say the best advice that I've had is to to sort of like be yourself, trust yourself. I think and for you guys too, like when you're figuring out who you are as like a broadcaster or like, whatever line of work you're in, reporter, as you go along, like I feel like being in the radio booth was and even doing like the pregame and intermission shows and anytime I've done like anything live on camera or whatever it may be, which was not in my comfort zone, at least initially. I feel like people would just be like, hey, like you have a great personality, like you have great relationships, you know what you're talking about, just just trust yourself, be yourself, don't try to be anybody else, like embrace what you bring and kind of just go with it. And so I mean, I feel like, especially lately, that's what I've been trying to do, and I feel like it's been working out pretty well. So yeah, I guess it can be cliche in a way, but it's also maybe a good reminder to people that are trying to figure out just like what their voice is and all that kind of stuff. So people telling me that really helped me get more comfortable and sort of figure out how I wanted to approach like all the different things that I've been lucky enough to do.
That's awesome.
Great advice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
Taking notes over here.
Right?
Well, Mish, we'll let you go. Thank you again so much for joining us, for taking the time to tell us all these stories, and we'll see you around the rink
Yeah,
real
see you
soon.
there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me. This was an absolute blast. Really loved chatting with everyone, and I will see you guys around the rink.
Yes,
For sure.
ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great
All
rest of your
right,
day.
take care, guys.
Oh, one last thing.
Yes.
It's McBride Park in West Mifflin. If you doing nothing after the game Sunday, and if Nick Bonino wants to come play against us and a bunch of other friends, tell him that we could use another goalie. So
Beautiful. I will keep it on the radar for Sunday.
awesome.
Love
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you, Mish.
See you
Appreciate it.
guys.
Hey,
Thank
see
you.
ya.
Thanks, Mish. That was an awesome.
Thank you
Thank
again,
you.
Michelle.
Thank you so
That was
much.
amazing. Really appreciate
Awesome.
your time.
Yeah, awesome stuff from her.
See you Sunday.
Yep. Ryan will be boots on the ground, not making a vlog though.
Yeah.
You'll be in the
I
building.
yeah, I will be in the building.
I think Jake's
Who do we play
working.
Sunday?
Vegas.
Gold-
Ooh,
Vegas,
Vegas.
Golden.
Mitch Marner coming to
USA
town.
gold medalist Jack Eichel and the Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Marner, and that'd be cool.
You mean silver medalist Mitch Marner?
Oh yeah, I'm happy to see Marner. It'd be cool.
Marner's
He's
fun.
good, man.
He's fun
He's-
to
he's
play. He's
awesome.
fun to
He is,
watch.
he
and-
is.
Yeah.
I just have to give a couple jabs to Ryan. He let him off easy yesterday.
Well, thank you for doing that because that was a sad day.
Yeah, it was. You
Ryan-
just went radio silent. We didn't hear
I
anything
did.
from you. It's
Well, I
like,
just didn't want to interrupt you guys either. I was like, I wanted you guys to enjoy
My
yourself.
parents still have not talked to me since then, by the way.
I know you told me. I felt bad.
No, but like even today, like nothing.
Yeah. You gotta give him a
Besides my
call.
mom yesterday. My dad, nothing. Still nothing.
Gotta give him a call, buddy.
Greg, Brad, nothing. I do gotta call him.
That's
oh,
funny.
you should get your
After the
nephew a
Bible study.
USA hockey shirt.
I should.
Quinn
do
Hughes.
it.
What a goat.
Jack Hughes.
Quinn Hughes is so good though.
I know.
I'm so glad I bought that Canucks jersey.
It feels weird though. You're
I love
wearing
it.
a Canadian jersey.
Oh, I forgot. I'll tell Megan
Wait.
after the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'll tell you after too.
great weekend. That is it for this episode. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you are subscribed to Have a Shift Day on YouTube and Spotify.
Yeah.
Like the video.
And
Yeah.
we will have the report of the absolute beatdown that we put on the We Are Family podcast.
Oh yeah, we're
Alright.
doing. We
Drop
got
your
podcast.
score predictions
We've
down
got
below.
podcast games coming again. This time we're playing deck hockey against the We Are Family.
We might get
podcast.
smoked.
T-Lane Graves are on our
If
team
we get
this time.
smoked, I'm retiring like instantly.
Why does Peyton, bro? What are you doing?
No Monday podcast.
We don't have
if
to
we
bring
lose.
anything.
if we lose,
No Monday
I'm
podcast.
retiring
just-
from the podcast.
just
If
don't
we
address
win, we're gonna have the parade on Smithfield, and everyone's it's gonna be nuts.
Smithfield, the
We
bulldog
have
of
to
the
win. We have
Allies.
to even it up.
We do.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
T-Lay will be at 2 though.
Follow us
Yeah.
on Instagram,
That's okay.
TikTok, and X as well at @HaveAShift_A. We will see you next week and play Freebird.
Goodbye.
Thank you.